Los Angeles Clippers just shocked the league. While every other team played it safe this offseason, the Clippers said screw it and went all in. They didn't just tweak the roster, they detonated it. Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, Brook Lopez, John Collins. On paper, that looks like a championship squad. But this team isn't just built to win now. It has to win now. Between aging stars, fragile bodies, and a loaded Western Conference, the margin for error is zero. So what is this, a super team or a ticking time bomb? Last season, they won 50 games. Solid year, solid team, but Denver sent them home in round one. And instead of playing it safe, they doubled down. From the start of the offseason, the Clippers made moves that flipped their roster upside down. They added Beal, CP3, Brook, and Collins, four vets who bring playmaking, scoring, rim protection, leadership. The whole package. And the wild part? The only real piece they lost was Norman Powell, shipped to Miami. What's left is one of the deepest, most experienced squads in the league, built to win right now. But it's more than just stacking names. For once, the Clippers look like they actually understand the assignment. No flashy gimmicks, no fake hype, just veterans who've been there before and know how to win. This roster is loaded with playoff reps, shooters, rim protectors, and dudes who can handle the moment. Nothing sums that up better than Brook Lopez. Yeah, he's not in his prime anymore, but he's still elite where it counts. For a team that's been desperate for rim defense and size off the bench, this is huge. Brook put up 13 points, 5 boards, and nearly 2 blocks per game last season. That's not flash, that's consistency. And for the Clippers, that's exactly what they've been missing. He's been one of the best rim protectors in the league for a decade. Sure, he's not quick or switch heavy, but when it comes to locking down the paint, he's automatic. And in LA, that matters. Here's the kicker. The man can shoot. Not big man who kind of shoots. Actually shoot. In his 7 seasons in Milwaukee, he averaged almost 5 threes a game, hitting nearly 36%. That gives Ty Lue options. Finally, a real stretch big who fits any lineup. Even crazier, he's not starting. He'll play 15 to 20 minutes behind Zubac, giving the Clippers a completely different look off the bench. You want interior defense? Done. Floor spacing? Got it. Low maintenance, plug and play. But Lopez isn't the only vet they added. The biggest headline? Chris Paul, back where it all started. The face of Lob City, back in a Clippers jersey. From 2011 to 2017, CP3 was the guy. Older, slower, but smarter than ever. And let's be real, they don't need vintage CP3. They just need a leader who can steady the offense when Harden or Kawhi sit. Chris Paul may be 40, but his basketball IQ still different. Last season with the Spurs, he quietly played all 82 games, averaged nearly 9 points, 7.4 assists, and just 1.6 turnovers a night. He shot 43% from the field, 38% from deep, and 92% from the line. Those are numbers most point guards half his age can't touch. He's not the same CP3 from the Lob City days, but that's fine. What he gives this Clippers team is poise. A steady hand who controls tempo, gets guys in their spots, and doesn't let the game get chaotic when Harden's resting. And when it's crunch time, he still knows how to hit a big shot. But the biggest wild card in all this, Bradley Beal. When they shipped Norman Powell to Miami, everyone knew something was coming, and sure enough, Beal was the next move. Some fans hated it, said Powell was in his prime coming off a 22-point per game season, shooting lights out from 3. But here's the truth, Beal is a clear upgrade. Yeah, things never clicked perfectly in Phoenix. Too many cooks, constant injuries, bad fit. But even then, Beal averaged 18 points, 4 boards, and 4 assists on 50% from the field and 41% from deep. Those are elite efficiency numbers. And what makes him dangerous in LA is the context. He doesn't need to carry like he did in Washington. He can just fit. He's already learned how to move off ball, spacing the floor around other stars like KD and Booker. That same skill set now slots perfectly next to Harden and Kawhi. The Clippers don't need him to drop 30. They need him to hit open looks, attack closeouts, and take over late shot clocks when things stall. He gives them another elite mid-range scorer, someone who can make defenses pay for overloading on the stars. And when you zoom out, Beal fills a hole this team's had for years. A true third star, someone who can create, but also defer. If he stays healthy, and yeah, That's always the if. He could be the missing piece that pushes them over the top. Then there's John Collins. Dude's been around for a while, but he's fresh off one of his best seasons. 19 points, 8 rebounds, a block, and 40% from three. That's not role player production. That's starter quality in any system. For the Clippers, Collins brings exactly what they've lacked: athleticism and toughness inside. The West is loaded with big front courts. OKC's got Chet and Holmgren. Denver's got Jokic. Minnesota's Twin Towers. Houston's adding size everywhere. The Clippers needed muscle. Now they've got it. Swapping Powell for Collins adds a lob threat, a real rebounder, and a big who can stretch the floor. He's the kind of player Harden loves, a pick-and-roll finisher with bounce who also crashes the glass. And at 36% career from deep, you can't just leave him open. What this means is Ty Lue can mix and match. He can run small lineups with Collins as the only big, or go big with Zubac or Lopez. Suddenly, this team has legit front court flexibility, something they've never had. When you add it all up, this roster is balanced from top to bottom. Defense, shooting, playmaking, size, it's all there. It's one of those rare rosters that can survive any style of playoff series. That's where Ty Lue's got to earn his paycheck. He's dealt with stars before, but this mix is different. You've got two elite, ball-dominant guards in Harden and Beal, plus Kawhi, who thrives in ISO. Add CP3, who needs rhythm to control the floor, and suddenly every possession's a chess match. Lue's challenge is finding lineups that keep everyone engaged. He can't just lean on hero ball. This squad's at its best when the ball moves, defenses shift, and the shooters stay hot. If they can buy in, really buy in, they might be unstoppable. But if even one ego breaks that rhythm, it could unravel fast. Think about it. Harden's at his best when he's running pick and roll nonstop. Kawhi prefers mid-post isolations. Beal loves coming off screens. And CP3 wants structure and timing. Balancing all that isn't easy. That's why the Clippers' early season chemistry might decide everything. Start slow, and the noise builds fast. But if they click early, the league's in trouble. Because the talent gap, it's real. When healthy, this team can outscore anybody. They've got spacing, shooting, and switchable defense at every position. And on defense, they might be even scarier. Kawhi's still one of the best on-ball defenders alive. Derrick Jones Jr. gives them wingspan and speed. Collins can switch across positions. Zubac and Lopez anchor the paint. And when you've got Beal and Harden actually trying on defense, suddenly this team can lock in. If Ty Lue leans into that identity, length, strength, communication, this defense could surprise people. It's not just names, it's versatility. You can switch 1 through 4, protect the rim, and still hit shots on the other end. And then there's the mental side. The Clippers have been clowned for years, blown 3-1 leads, soft exits, and that cursed franchise talk. But this roster feels different. They're older, tougher, less focused on headlines, more locked in on business. The vets they added, CP3, Lopez, Beal, they've all been humbled. They know time's running out. That edge could be what finally flips the switch. And you can feel it. This isn't a fun experiment. It's desperation. Everyone here's chasing something. Harden's chasing validation. Kawhi's chasing health. CP3's chasing that ring. And Beal's chasing relevance again. Sometimes when the window's about to close, that's when a team finally locks in. Because this right here, this might be their last real shot. They're in a brutal Western Conference, stacked with young legs and MVPs everywhere. Denver's still elite. Minnesota's got defense. OKC's coming. And Phoenix, Dallas, Memphis, all hungry, but experience still matters. And when the playoffs slow down, the game favors vets. That's where the Clippers might shock people. Come playoff time, possessions tighten up. Every bucket matters. Every turnover hurts. That's when this team's age turns into an advantage. You've got 4 guys who've been deep in playoff runs. Harden, CP3, Kawhi, Beal, all have seen pressure before. They won't panic when the pace slows, when the whistles change, or when momentum swings. That's where composure wins games. And Ty Lue, say what you want, he's one of the best in-game adjusters in the league. He's got the rings to prove it. If this team hits the playoffs healthy, they'll be a nightmare matchup. You can't trap Harden because Beal and Kawhi can both create. You can't double Kawhi because Harden will find open shooters. You can't switch small because Collins or Lopez will punish mismatches inside. They've got an answer for every look. The only thing that can stop them is themselves. The Clippers story has always been potential without payoff. But this version, it's different. It's not built on hype, it's built on hunger. There's a quiet confidence to this roster now. You can feel it in the way they move, the way they talk, the way they celebrate small wins. They're not chasing clout, they're chasing closure. For Harden, this might be redemption. He's been blamed for collapses in Houston, Brooklyn, and Philly. Now in LA, he's got one last shot to rewrite his legacy. For Kawhi, it's proof that he's still that guy, that all the load management and setbacks were worth it. For CP3, this is it. He's the oldest player on the roster, maybe his final ride. And for Beal, it's a reminder that he's still elite. He's not a former star, he's just been trapped in bad situations. Together, they've got a chance to flip the narrative, to turn the Clippers always choke into the Clippers finally did it. And if they actually pull it off, if they win that elusive ring, it changes everything. For Harden, for Kawhi, for the whole franchise. No more jokes, no more excuses, just banners and history. So yeah, people can laugh now. They can talk about age, injuries, chemistry, all that noise, but the truth is, this team might be built for exactly what's coming. Because if they stay healthy and stay focused, nobody's safe. Not Denver, not OKC, not Minnesota, not Phoenix. Every single one of them will have to deal with a Clippers team that's finally got balance, leadership, and hunger. So what do you think? Is this the year the Clippers finally cash in? Or will we see another almost story for the ages? Drop your thoughts below. And if you're rocking with this breakdown, hit that hype button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. We got plenty more heat coming your way.